What's up, everybody? Now, today's video marks a pretty awesome day. Now, it is the day that the city of Maelinfell is officially complete, so I'm pretty excited to finally say those words. So without making you wait too long, let's just jump straight on into the video. Alrighty, so today's episode encompasses the little bit left that remained to be built in Maelinfell. Now, this is the 10th episode of this Norse-inspired city, and it's come a very long way since its humble beginnings. Now, what started as a few smaller huts in the typical A-frame of Norse/Viking architecture, it has now become a city with a massive dragon forge, a huge life tree, and ships sailing away to the ocean beyond. Now, this is one of the few truly completed builds in this world, so I'm really ecstatic to showcase it here. Now, as always, I followed the style of stone foundations with wooden walls and thatch roofing. Now, this particular style was first conceived in this city shortly after Elmoran really was first made. It's one of the first cities that I actually really worked on. Now, Maelinfell has been around for a while because of that, but I always really felt like it needed some more love, and I was finally able to really make that happen. So I kept it very simple for this episode, and I built some new farmlands as well as 4 new homes to help make sense for the population of the area. Now, these homes are not anything special in terms of architecture or build style, but they fit the theme of Maelinfell because really and truly at the end of the day, I wanted to keep those original styles to kind of be there as I don't know, I wanted them to still be present in the newer builds, but still maintain that older style. Because that's really how most of the world of Elmoran is, because even though I revamp areas of the map that are from the older Conquest Reforged 1.12 days, I still want to maintain the older styles in a way that pay homage to, my building origins, where I was still learning and really trying to hone the craft, right? So, and just to let anyone out there know, this is just a quick thing. Building in this game takes a lot of time and patience and practice. So if you're not perfect right from the get-go, that's completely and totally understandable. Just don't give up and keep trying your hardest to improve, and your skills will rise every day that you just keep practicing. Now, that's just a little bit of porp knowledge for you. Hashtag, porp knows best. I don't know. Whatever. But anyways, really quickly, please consider subscribing if you enjoy the content, as it would be really awesome to have you join the community and be a part of this massive project. I mean, this project is going to go on for a long time. It's going to be absolutely massive. It's going to be one of the coolest Minecraft builds ever, in my opinion. And so now that we got all that out of the way, let's get on with the walkthrough, shall we? All right, everybody. So here we have Maelinfell, and this is the part of the area where we last left off. So of course, we have the Maelinfell city here, and it's pretty big. It's really cool on the map. Once again, you can see the Viking ships, sailing off and all this kind of stuff. But this is going to be the new area. So pretty much starting right here at this line with our sign, thanks to Rames. He added these in all around the world. You can see the new farmland that we have here, and it follows the same, a circular detailing type that we had in the beginning, because back in the old days I did this one, and then we decided we're gonna make this work just like so. So lots of circular areas, lots of elevation changes and things like that to really kind of help tie it together, and we fed it into the original bit right here. So this used to be a solid wall, and now it is not. It is moved on to this area, and I'm not going to get you too confused all in here, but we have lots of the different rocks. It's all a different formation. Some of it's crumbling, some of it's still holding strong. Lots of vegetation, lots of wheat and other vegetables, fruits, things like that, that have really helped these people survive. Obviously fish and aquatic meat is heavily on their diet, but they also need the veggies and other things to kind of help them. You can see here the path kind of ties on here. There's not really much that way, so we're going to kind of ignore that, but as you can see here, this is kind of where it begins right now. So it's really cool, really nice little touch here. Now, What I'd like to do is I'm going to just go over the houses. And like I said, there's just 4 simple houses, nothing too crazy. And I think it looks really, really good in the end. But see, here we have some logs. Not logs, I'm sorry, wood piles. This is part of the Believe mod. Looks really cool in my opinion. And it all works out. But we're going to follow up this trail here, past all this beautiful greenery, all that kind of stuff. We're going to make our way into the first home, which is right here. Now, right off the rip, you can see lots of detail, lots of small things here and there. Really, really cool setup. Nice and cluttered, part of nature. And then we go into the house, and this is what we got here. Now, very simple. All of these 4 houses are going to be extremely, extremely small and kind of cramped, but it comes out really well. Here you can see we have the fire going in for the warmth. All the smoke would be billowing out the top. We have the beds next to the fire to stay warmth in this area. And then lots of clutter, a little bit of food, some, you know, not vegetables, gosh, fruit and stuff like that, just hanging out in the basket. But just a small decorative room. Nothing too crazy. Of course, we have our thatch roofing and our wooden walls with our stone base. Looks really good. We can go over here to this house, and this is a full-on diagonal. So this was a little bit more challenging, but it definitely came out really well. So as you can see here, the roof is really cool. Lots of wooden beams covering across. We have some beds here. They don't have a fire. They kind of get a little cold, so they would definitely bundle up with lots of furs and things like that. But nice little view. You could actually see out, you know, I guess peek out on the neighbors, and you can look around and just kind of enjoy these. Diagonal builds are really, really interesting. They're really fun to build in. They're difficult, but they're very fun to build in. You can see they definitely like to drink. There's ale everywhere, a little bit of wine. These people, that actually, I mean, that's one way to stay kind of warm, is to drink enough. It'll raise your body temp, and you know, you won't really feel the cold anymore. So you do have that. Now going down here, you do have a little fodder pile. So this is essentially for like manure, human waste, whatever the case may be. That's the nasty pile. You don't want to be in there or near it. You're going to keep going up here. Now this leads back into the farms, this little pathway here. But I'm going to take you to this house, and this is another diagonal house facing opposite of this diagonal house. And this one is set up a little bit differently. You can see we have a small fire in the center. We have some supports here, and we have the bed. So these supports are holding up the roof. Beds are nice in the corner, but still by the fire. And of course, thatch and everything like that, and the wooden walls would really help insulate these builds to keep the heat in. So we have 2 beds on this side. We have 2 beds on that side. Very simple, very easy, and it's just a straightforward home. Nothing too crazy, nothing too insane, but it definitely works. And then here, you can see we have some clutter here. We have some up along the walls, and this where the Great Feasting Hall is. Now, granted, this Maelinfell area will more than likely get a revamp, so we're definitely going to work on that, and it should be really, really cool at the end of the day. But this is going to be the last house here. You can see we're going to have it right up in here. As soon as you walk in, you got a nice warm fire just kind of greeting you right there. You have some shelving, you have some basics kind of in this area. Nice little hole for the fire to, or the smoke to go through. And then you have this really cool bedroom. And once again, we have, what was it, 1, 2, 3, 4 beds, all kind of nestled around, looking pretty good if you ask me, in this tiny little area. And of course, the floor is stone, so that would definitely help things stay, once again, oops, I messed that up, stay insulated a whole lot better. But let me give you the flyover real quick. This is the new area. Now I am going to work on, you know, greenery and trees in this area to make it better, but that'll definitely be part of the revamp for Maelinfell. I've already added like this tree here, and I redid those trees, but we're definitely going to have to fix this area up to make it look a lot better. But this is the city as it stands. And during the revamp, you know, I might make some more houses. I mean, I don't know what I'm going to do exactly. It's definitely in the future, but this looks really, really cool. And to me, this really kind of helps encompass that Norse theme and really kind of puts together how this type of people would live in this area next to the water, tucked away in a mountain, in a valley, essentially. So it's really, really cool. But yep, that's pretty much that. So anyways, that is all for today's video, and I will say Maelinfell is officially complete, minus the revamp, because it will definitely have to get revamped. But anyways, if you like it and everything, please let me know in the comment what you would like to see. Maybe, you know, what the revamp should entail, maybe some tips that I should definitely work into it. I would greatly appreciate all of that. But as it stands now, this is Legendary Porpoise signing off. I hope all of you have a good day, happy gaming, and I'll catch you again for the next one.